like ghosts. Those moments that even behind closed eyes can still raise goosebumps and stir the soul. Emotions, yes, the powerful and the poignant. But also the improbable and impossible. The wondrous allure of what was and what could still be. And we smile. No.
Well, welcome to those of you just tuning in. We're in the second inning here with nobody out. Stepping into the box. Pedro Severino, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded by Encarnacion, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. And look at this. The runner from second is going to come across to score. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Striding into the box, Anthony Santander. He'll get to take his first cuts here. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So striding forward now, number 21. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. A ball and a strike.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So 1 run on no base hits, 3 errors in the inning, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. First pitch on its way.
Giancarlo.
Chop to third. Nunez gonna have to hurry, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
He just scorched that ball up the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Ready now, Jonathan Villar, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Number 1.
Now batting, number 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big power bat of Mark Trumbo.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Digging in, Aaron Hicks, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The center fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Santander. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Actually, they're saying he trapped it.
The designated hitter, Labor.
So coming to the plate, Torres. First delivery to him on the way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He came out of his shoes. On that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
This is line to left. Mancini has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Stepping in, Didi Gregorius.
Gregorius.
First pitch on its way. This is pulled into right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes
now
right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to
DJ.
pull out the old ambush. Not to right there.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Hit hard to short. Over to VR. To Trumbo for the double play, and that retires the side. Your basic. Ready now for Baltimore, Dwight Smith Jr. as we begin the top of the fourth.
The designated hitter.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Popped him up. Sanchez shading to his right, makes the play, one away.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Anthony Santander. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Next for New York, Aaron Judge.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Aaron.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So one away here with the bases empty. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. The 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Sanchez is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. High in the air out to center field. Number 21 is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Edward Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him. From the belt, the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up. VR at the bag, and that retired. Now in the box, number 21. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jonathan VR. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Ready for another shot now, number 1. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worrying about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 left. Into the box, Gio Urshela.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Gio.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Mancini is calling for it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled to the right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting. The second
at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hicks on second. Gregorius at first. 2 out in the inning. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The right fielder, number 99.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
2 runs, 9 hits, and 4 errors for these guys so far. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. A pause and the 0-2. This is line to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And this is low, ball 1. A bouncer to the left side. Gregorius has it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And standing in is the DH, Dwight Smith Jr. The second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. So he's through 6 full now, and he has yet to surrender a base hit.
Leading off.
So digging in now, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Sanchez.
Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Right to him. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Oh, and he misses it. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
First baseman, Edwards.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that will bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Oh, and 2, here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Now another 0-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, Giro, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2. Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Number 55 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 55.
Into the box now, Gio Urshela on a line to shortstop.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron.
Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Hicks. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Next for the Yankees.
In now, Torres.
The designated hitter.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 0-1. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far. Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Didi.
He pulls this one into right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well,
now
unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Hit in the air out to left field. Mancini has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 6 and the Orioles 1. So stepping in, Pedro Severino. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-1 the count now. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Fly ball to straightaway left. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Now Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. In there, no balls and a strike. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count is 1-2 now. Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in now, number 21. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Two and two. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Ty Block gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over it, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the flag court and gone. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Right side, hit hard. Trumbo is there. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Edwin Encarnacion. His head-to-head matchup numbers with Ty Block. He's a .333 hitter. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Gio Urshela. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that's off the left field wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he's certainly not
now
shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Hit high and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Santander. But it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Washington Nationals. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Max Scherzer is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He will lead this one off today.
Lorenzo Cain.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. He'll get it into second.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
In is Christian Yelich. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Kane stands at second with no outs. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with one big out on the scoreboard now. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside 1-0. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Travis Shaw.
Next for Milwaukee, Travis Shaw trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and two gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. This is line to left. And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
The left fielder, number 8.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Here's Ryan Braun now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Two out here and a runner at second. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate, runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid. You got the base open.
2 balls and a strike to Braun.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
The set and the 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Soto on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. Home half of the first coming up here at Nationals Park. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Ulysses Chacin will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Leading off.
Digging in, Adam Eaton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Eaton.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Two and 1 to count to Trey Turner.
Count 2-1.
Three and 1 to the National shortstop. Anthony Rendon will be next. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
This is foul right side. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Well, that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk or just one out. And I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
In now is Anthony Rendon. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First offering on its way. Pitches a called strike to throw. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball just inside. Runner goes for third. In there. Now the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
takes this the other way to right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Juan Soto to the plate now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Rendon stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a liner, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner, and they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. And he pops it up. Braun coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Here's Brian Dozier now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Three runs already home here. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A ball and a strike. Gomes, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Two out with the man at first. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. Ground ball right side. Moustakas is there. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. It's the Nationals 3 and the Brewers 1. Leading off the inning, Mike Moustakas, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Mike Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Popped up. Rendon in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Yasmani Grandal. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
The 2-0. Taken strike 1 on the inside corner. Three balls, 1 strike to Orlando Arcia.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
And this is up and in, ball 1. A ball and a strike. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Arcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here. Coming to the plate now, Lorenzo Cain. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Hard hit toward the hole. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. welcome you in, everybody. We're in inning number 7 already, 2 men away.
The designated hitter.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Line to the right side. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Here it comes. 0-2. Back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Yankees 9 and the Orioles 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Jonathan Villar goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw in time at first for number 2.
Left fielder.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Ball 1. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's 1 for 4. And he takes a called strike 1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail big. It's 9-1. Miguel Castro enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 50, Miguel.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Manny V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And that is by him on into center field, so good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
bat, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Digging in now for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 99.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Nunez comes up with it. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Giancarlo Stanton now. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Over to VR. To Trumbo for the double play, and that retires the side. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We've played. Here's Mark Trumbo now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys don't.
Can't say that I see the logic in this one, but they'll go ahead and intentionally walk the leadoff batter.
Now batting, third baseman, Renato.
And here's Renato Nunez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Trumbo aboard here at first with nobody out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fastball right back to the mound. Oh, and it's sailing right over his head at first. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Number 28.
At the plate, Pedro Severino. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Ripped down the first base line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting,
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runner still at second and third with one away now. Oh, and the no-hitter is erased here in the ninth. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Wow, your outfield is the last line of defense, and when they let you down, it's really costly. 2 runs come around to score, and even though they happen, there's really no excuse for that kind of mistake at this level.
0-1 count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. 2 down. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jonathan Villar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout. Now at the plate, number 1. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Popped up. And he'll get in there safely. And the runner from second is in to score.
Now batting, left field.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And they're runners at the corners now. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
Mark Trumbo.
Coming to the plate again, Mark Trumbo. As Paxton comes set. First pitch on the way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Trumbo, a California-born ball player. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And he misses there, 1-2. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Soft grounder left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. In to score, the runner from third. And the second run will score as well.
Now batting.
Runners at the corners now after the error. And set to go as the third baseman, Renato Nunez. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Baltimore down to their final strike. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Hicks is under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. New York scored 10 runs on the way to victory. James Paxton gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs on 21 hits. They committed double-digit errors in the ballgame. Time of the ballgame, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Masahiro Tanaka gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Striding into the box, Jonathan Villar. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The second baseman, Jonathan.